Hello and happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday, April 26th. We're talking about leaning your business, not leaning, meaning making it lean. Well, not making lean on a wall, but making it lean, like making it run more efficiently. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things that you can do to make your business run a lot more efficiently. But if you're in a service industry, such as dental business, because that's specifically related to dental business, then you might want to listen to a few things because I'm giving away a secret here that you probably don't really pay much attention to. You probably know in the back of your mind somewhere, but you probably haven't really paid attention to it. And this will significantly increase the efficiency of your business and will increase the actual business of your business, meaning you'll be able to provide better customer service and better experiences, which obviously translates to better business. And what makes me an authority in business? Well, I'll tell you. I've been running this dental business, Spinetta Dentistry, for the past 5 years, and I've learned quite a bit. And I've also been in the business space for a little bit longer than that. And my previous employers would very much testify that I know a thing or two about improving businesses. I've helped several through just suggesting a few things, and it has dramatically improved their business. And I've applied the same principles in my business as well. And here I am going to share one of them with you. So there are three components. If you're in a service industry, there are three components that you should be paying attention to all the time. Specifically with dental, you have the customer service, the clinical skills, and time. Now, arguably speaking, time is the most important element out of all those three, because as you know, and as the whole, the very well known statement that says time equals money. And so the more that you can efficiently use your time, the more money you can make. Now, does that mean that if you are going to, because obviously with time you need to use your time more wisely, but does that mean that you're going to be speeding up the time so that you're going to be more sloppy? You're going to provide a decreased level of service, so all you can do is you care about the profits? No, that's incorrect. That's actually the exact opposite of what I mean by time. What I mean by time here is I mean efficiency and being able to provide an insane amount level of service to your patients. Now, here you can see in the points that I put smooth entry, smooth handoff, smooth admission, and smooth exit. By smooth, I mean that it becomes very painless for the patient. There's no friction. As we say in business, there's no friction for the customer or the patient for them to come in, experience what they need to experience, and then leave, and everything is nice and smooth. So picture in your mind a company, any company, that has provided you with an insane amount of good service that to you just seemed insanely seamless. One of the things, and I've asked certain people before, one of the things that comes up frequently is Amazon. So when you go on Amazon, you click on their thing, you order. They made it so easy that all you have to do is click, and then the product actually comes to you the next day. So if you're going to be as smooth as Amazon or as smooth as any other industry, I know Amazon is e-commerce, but any kind of service level industry also benefits from this level of less friction. So that's what I'm talking about. How do you decrease the friction and increase efficiency so that you can be happier and be better at business? It's time. And time is about having a wow experience. Now, I know you're probably thinking, okay, so if I'm worried about the time, then I'm worried about when patients coming in. I'm worried about rushing them. I'm worried about, providing a service as fast as possible. No, that is exactly not what I'm talking about. Again, I am talking about providing a level of service to the patients that they have not experienced before. And that has everything to do with time. Because face it, whether or not you want to face it, a dental industry or dental business is not a spa. As much as we would love for it to feel like a spa, it's not. We deal with a lot of sharp instruments, a lot of noises that no one wants to hear, and it's just not a favorite place for anybody. So people would love nothing more than to come in and out and have a seamless transition of in and out so that they can experience a pleasurable dental experience. Now, obviously, if you're getting a massage and you're getting, I don't know, mani-pedi, whatever, obviously, like, you don't want that to be rushed, right? Because you're having a good time, you're enjoying yourself. But in a dental office, you want it to be efficient. I'm telling you right now, not a single person has ever complained ever when I am insanely efficient in my chair, ever. Not once. Not once has someone turned around and said, I can't believe this took such a short time. As a matter of fact, it would be the exact opposite for me. They would say, this was the smoothest experience I've ever had in my dental experience. And they're happy because they want to be in and out. They just want the service. They want an incredible job, obviously, but they want the service done. They don't want to spend so much time, and they want to get out. Now, how do you do that? And I'm going to share with you a few things. This is not clinical. This is not clinical at all. Okay. Now, there are three different components with regards to efficiency of time in a dental office. It comes down to three things, and this is purely pragmatic and something that you can do starting Monday. As soon as you get back to your office Monday, you can start doing this right away. And I actually suggest that not only you do it, but your team do it as well. I'll get to that in a second. So there's three things that I recommend that you do. And if you're in a business that's service related, that is not dental, then you have some kind of history with your clients. And this is what the notes are. The notes tell you a story. They tell you how the patient or the customer has experienced whatever services that you've rendered since they've become a customer of yours. And if you read the notes, that's all you got to do. If you read the notes, and it takes maybe a minute to read the notes to see at a glance what kind of experience this person has had, now you have a story of the person when they come back. You can see what you can do to improve that. So it's step number one. Step number two is look at the treatment plan. So when you look at the treatment plan, you actually will know ahead of time what has been diagnosed. Because obviously, if you're diagnosing and treating a lot of patients, you're not going to know everything from every single patient. You're not going to remember everything. The best way for you to do it, and I know you know this, I said, I'm 100% certain you know this. This isn't revolutionary, but this alone will save time. I'll tell you in a second why. It'll save time and actually provide an incredible good amount of service to the patients, to your patients. So the second thing is that you want to check the treatment. You want to check to see what has been diagnosed. And the third is you want to know what's next. The reason why you want to know what's next for the patient is because you want to educate them. You want them to know what is coming up next so that they can get to the stage which you and them have planned together. Hopefully you've done the treatment plan properly. Maybe I can do a podcast on that later. But when you're in that state where you've already planned with the patient with regards to what things that they're going to progress towards so that they can end up with the goal that they're trying to end up in, then this is what you discuss. You remind them and then you educate them. Now, this is where the magic happens. The magic happens with your team, not with you as the doctor. It's with the team, meaning with your office manager, treatment coordinator, receptionist, with your hygienist, assistants. This is where the magic truly happens. So with them reading the notes, with them reading the treatment plans and knowing how to read the treatment plans. So maybe if they don't know how to read the treatment plans, maybe spend time doing that with them so that they know how to read treatment plans. Read the notes, figure out the story of the patients before they come in. Read the treatment plan, and then make sure that they know what's next so that they can do the educating for you. And then the educating will actually help the patient understand what is next in their treatment. If there's nothing to do, then that's cause for celebration. But that keeps everybody on the same page. I'm telling you, there's been nothing that I've done that is better than this, what I'm teaching you right now. Now, me being a supremely competitive person, I don't know why I'm teaching this, but I thought, why not? If I'm benefiting from this, might as well give you the benefit as well. And I also know that a lot of people won't be watching this. So I'm comfortable in letting the few that are going to watch this to benefit from it. So you are very welcome. And I'm telling you right now, if you apply this, you will definitely benefit from it. And your patients will absolutely love you. Now, the last thing is you're probably thinking, you're like, okay, well, I have to do all this work now. That's stressful. On top of all the other work, I have to do this work. Well, I actually argue that if you do this work, the other work will be a lot less because you're prepared. So there are two different kinds of stresses. There's the stress of preparation, and there's the stress of not being prepared. Now, if you are a person who is going to push yourself to be stressed before, so you're going to be actually very prepared, then what happens is that your day becomes very smooth. You become a lot less stressed. The environment becomes very good. You get positive vibes from everybody. All you're doing is cheering on, giving a high five because you've already predicted your day. You've already planned for it. You know exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly what you're going to do. You know exactly what the next steps are. Everyone's on the same page. It's a good day. The huddle can be like really fast and, very like, lighthearted because everyone's on the same page. Everyone's done this. And then the entire day runs smoothly because everyone knows what's going on. But if you decide, heck with it, I'll worry about it in the same day. Well, guess what? Now you have a different kind of stress. Now you have the stress of the burden of you not knowing what you're going to be dealing with, not knowing if you're prepared for that patient, not knowing if they have special, requests. Okay, because we know that certain patients have special requests. You don't even know that, so you haven't prepared for it, and then you're in shambles. And then the customer or the patient doesn't experience something good, and then you don't get that good feeling that you've actually delivered a great service. So that's it. That's my tip for the day. In order for you to make your dental business lean and for you to increase productivity without spending a single dime, is to follow those three things, which is to be prepared with reading the notes, getting the team on board, obviously, reading the charts or the treatment plan, and lastly, knowing what the next step is so that you can educate the patient on what to do next. So, or high five them when they've completed the treatment. All they have to do is maintenance. Have yourself a wonderful Friday. And until next time, keep smiling.